Okay, well then I will call this meeting of the Historic Preservation Commission to order on Monday, October 6th at 5:30 PM. Are there any public comments? Okay, the next item up is approval of previous minutes from the regular meeting of September 8th, 2025. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Nathan, okay.
Is that
Motion.
your second?
I'll second it.
There you go. Thanks, Daryl. So Daryl Covington,
Yes.
let me see, I was looking to make sure Jason's gone, Nathan.
Yes.
Oh, actually,
I don't think you have the.
oh, Carol, that's it.
Carol's here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait because we only have 3 people that were from that meeting here. So we'll just table it to the next one. I just
Okay.
realized that Jason wasn't here, so, yeah. we'll
Item
table it.
number 4 is nomination and election of chair for this committee.
I'll make a motion to nominate Valerie for the chairwoman.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, so we have a motion for Valerie and a second was Daryl? Oh, thanks, Jason, all right.
Do I hear any other nominations?
I was gonna say, any other nominations? Oh, hearing none. We will vote on that, so Jason Wells? To nominate, what? Oh, it's to nominate Valerie as chair.
Yes.
Okay. Nathan Turner?
Yes.
Daryl Covington?
Yes.
Lisa Kennedy?
Yes.
And Valerie Duncan?
Yes.
All right. Madam Chair, if we want, we could probably go back to the approval of minutes now that Jason's here, because then that would give us enough to approve the minutes.
Okay, then we'll go back to item number 3.
We had previously had a motion from Nathan and a second from Daryl for approval. In that, you guys fine with that? Still standing, I assume?
Still fine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Jason Wells?
Yes.
Yes. Nathan Turner?
Yes.
Daryl Covington?
Yes.
And Carol McPeak?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
Item number 5 is nomination and election of vice
Oh,
chair.
did I call Carol on the last one? I think I
No,
missed her.
You did
On the
it.
chair.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You left me out.
Did I? No, I got you.
Okay.
On the chair. I think I left Carol out. Apologize. Okay, now that we have the vice chair nomination.
Do I hear any nominations?
I think I will nominate Jason Wells.
Okay.
I'll second that.
And I assume there's no other nominations? All right. Nathan Turner,
Yes.
Carol McPeak,
Yes.
Valerie Duncan,
Yes.
Daryl Covington,
Yes.
Lisa Kennedy,
Yes.
and Jason Wells.
No. I'm kidding, yes, that's fine.
Perfect. All right, we got a new chair and a new vice chair.
Okay, so item number 6, HPC application number 25-027, discussion and potential action on a request for a certificate of appropriateness for Lucky Duck 3D window signage for a building located at 110 North Division Street. Is the applicant?
Yeah.
If you'd like to come up to the podium and give us your name and tell us a little bit about what you're asking for here.
My name is Terry Parson. I'm the owner of Lucky Duck 3D Printing and More. It's located at 112 North Division. We're just trying to get our sign approved. We're going from 3D printing service into a toy store. So, and that sign is in memory, like my daughter used to make the friendship bracelets. So the sign is like a friendship bracelet style. And since my daughter passed away, we're just doing it in her remembrance.
Any comments?
Are you going to add anything to this to incorporate that you're also going to be a toy store? I've used you guys' services before, but I'm familiar with your 3D printing, but
As of right now, we don't have any plans to add to it, but we can if it would be recommended.
So what are the materials in the sign?
3D printed plastic. And then ball pit balls make the colored balls in the string. It's a fishing line.
Yeah, and it's hung from the inside, so it's visible from the outside, but it's right inside the window, so it's not on the actual exterior, but it's hung from right inside the window. Because the unit is one of the units that's along, on the basically north part, and then the Oklahoma building on the corner there. There's like 3 units, so this is one of those small units there. So they just have one big, large window for the most part.
Does this conform to the,
I don't think we can use plastic letters.
will you read us, this is in the guidelines.
You know, sign types that are not compatible with the historic architecture within the district include plastic sign panels, plastic letters, any flush-mounted signage, and then it goes on and on.
I didn't mean to skip over you earlier, but does staff,
Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, no, the only thing is, you're correct, we don't have any signage like this currently that's anywhere in the district, because we typically have either the projecting signs or it's actual window signage with letters in that. So this would be like the first that's, again, of plastic but hanging from the inside.
So when people come in to pick up an application, do you give them guidelines?
We talk about it. Yes.
And you talk about plastic or anything like that, or just the size?
We try to talk a little bit about different things in that, but
well, my concern at this point is not so much the way the sign looks, but if it's made of a material that doesn't fit the guidelines, then I don't see how as the commission we could approve this.
I would just, I mean, in my opinion, like, that's his business though, right? Like, this is, like, did you make that whole sign? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 3D printers is all plastic, right? It's all, everything you do is turns into plastic, so
Right.
that's kind of what he does, right? So,
But it still doesn't meet the guidelines?
all I will say is guidelines are just guidelines. So if the commission feels that it's appropriate, then so be it. There have been previous approvals over the years that don't fit exactly within the guidelines. So I'll just leave it at that and leave it to the
so if we were to
commission.
say yes, it doesn't mean that moving forward, everybody can do plastic signs, right? It just means that.
Yeah, not
Well,
necessarily.
I think that opens a door, though.
Exactly the way it's open right now, because then we get reminded that in the past, exceptions were made.
Well,
Yeah,
I
there-
think that's what the board exists for, right? Because otherwise.
For exceptions.
There wouldn't, yeah, for exceptions. Otherwise,
The-
it'd just be like, stick to the guidelines and we're not even needed. In some ways, right?
Yeah, because as, there aren't specific fonts in, our guidelines or necessarily colors that have been approved in that. And with signage, there has been some, not exceptions, but understanding that signage, especially what I would call temporary signage like this, because it's not on the facade, is that, what's the word I'm looking for, that each business has kind of their own logo or their own look that they're wanting to go after. And so in the past, there has been, approval of different signage that probably didn't meet the letter of the guidelines simply for, but again, it's up to the commission, you know, as far as how you guys want to proceed.
And this is to represent a friendship bracelet, and that's what your business does.
Well, I 3D printed it, so I mean I made it. So just the friendship bracelet's what my daughter used to make that we used to carry in the store. But since she passed away, we don't.
Because I'll just add, I think there would be a big difference if we're talking a facade sign versus like window signage in that, because facade signs, we definitely want to have as close to the guidelines as possible, because they become more permanent, where, again, window signage is,
We
you
really
know.
don't, I mean, are we concerned about setting a precedent because it's happened in the past?
Yeah,
So we're not.
yeah, especially for window signage. That's why I was saying with the facade signage, there's been a little bit more strictness to it, I guess, in making sure it meets the guidelines. But with the window signage, because it's looked as more temporary, it hasn't had the same oversight, I guess.
Well, I'm not sure that that would be any different than, per se, Scotty that was just up here and he
Yeah.
was just placing his sign in the window and then taking it right back out again. And, you know, that's temporary window signage and that was only allowed for 60 days and he had to get permanent window signage. So if that was something that the commission had imposed upon him and this is hanging signage, is that something different to consider or is that along the same lines?
That's a good point.
What was your last comment?
Oh, no, that, Maneka, that was a good point. I think it probably would be better if you use the same thing, but make it a vinyl that could be put on the window.
Yeah, this is more like a decorative piece, which is beautiful, and especially in your daughter's name. But I don't think this necessarily fits the guidelines as far as signage in the window.
Because I think for me, it just represents like what he's capable of. Like, all that stuff is what you would do with 3D printers.
Right.
And it says 3D on there, so it's indicating like, hey, this is what we do. It's not like it says something else outside of the function of the business.
But
know?
you said also it's a toy store, or it's a toy
Yeah, it's
store as
3D
well.
printing and toy store.
Toy store.
Are you 3D printing anything and everything pretty much for kids' toys, or is it just like?
I do a lot of 3D printing of kids' toys, but we're also getting like Hasbro and Mattel toys in.
Oh, okay.
So
In my opinion, I think that the idea that it represents your daughter is a lovely one. And as Dan said, if this were a vinyl applied to the window in this style, I would be open to it. But I think, and this is just my opinion, so nobody's made a motion or anything yet, but I, in good conscience, can't vote to approve this tonight.
okay.
It would be really unfair to Scotty's bail bonds if we did that.
Is it possible for you to produce your own, since you're in that business,
My own vinyl.
a sign that would be?
I would have to buy a vinyl or anything like that. I just print like everything I print's like, it's got to be a certain thickness for it to.
Right.
And if I put it on the outside of the window, it'd possibly get too hot. If it was 3D printed, it'd possibly get too hot and would melt. The way that is, it's temperature controlled. Because it's not touching the glass, it's like about 1.5 inches away from it.
Just making an attempt to give you some options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any more comments or concerns?
No, and it sounds like the heat would also get to this being in the window if it got too hot. So I would have to motion to deny this.
Do I hear a second?
second.
Carol, second. Okay. Jason Wells?
Yes.
Nathan Turner?
Yes.
Carol McPeak?
No,
Or a yes would be for the denial?
yes.
Okay, just making sure. I should have said that before. A yes vote would be for denial. Valerie Duncan,
Yes.
Darrell Covington,
Yes.
and Lisa Kennedy.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I change mine to a no? I was thinking yes, and I approve it.
Oh, okay.
As is, my bad.
Okay. No, that's fine. Okay, so that would be 5-1 for denial. Yeah.
Mr. Farnes, I'm sorry, but
Oh,
maybe we
it's
can
fine.
come up with something different.
I definitely will. I appreciate your guys'
And
time.
I think this would be beautiful hanging, on.
Oh, yeah, we're
the
gonna take it
wall.
Well, I
down and
think
hang
you
it
can
in the
still-
store, but
yeah, hanging it
just,
inside
we won't
is
do it in
not
the
an
window.
issue. It's not an issue that we.
That's when he sent us the email saying that we needed to take it down, and I filled out the application, that's what our plan was just to take it down and hang it on the wall. But
Yeah.
we just didn't have another avenue for making a sign just yet.
Oh, and
But-
it's temporary, so I mean, if you have nothing to put there to represent your business, it can be there temporarily until you have a sign there.
No, I'll figure it out. I just want to follow the rules and not break any, so I'll take it down and hang it on the wall.
We
Thank you.
appreciate
We
it. And
appreciate you.
it's great. It is really great.
Thank you for your understanding.
Absolutely.
No problem. Okay, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to item number 7, HPC application number 25-028. Discussion and potential action on a request for a certificate of appropriateness for a new foundation insurance, window signage, and projecting sign for a building located at 124 West Oklahoma Avenue. Staff report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. As indicated, and you'll see in the pictures that were provided, they're looking for signage on 2 of their windows. It's just going to be white vinyl, does not exceed 1/3 of the window size. And then there's the existing projecting sign bracket there. And as you see in the picture, they're looking to put a sign there that would just say insurance. And so staff didn't have any issues, so back to the commission.
Is the applicant here tonight? If you'd like to come talk to us, give us your name and tell us a little bit about what you want done.
Yeah. So my name is Ben Roberts. I work at Foundation Insurance, and we're just looking to get some signage up there because we always have, as you can see, those windows are kind of tinted, so we always have people coming up doing this, look in the window, they don't know what it is, so we just kind of want people to know that there's a place to maybe help them save some money.
Good idea.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see something going into that storefront.
yeah, for sure.
I think this is beautiful, very classy, very historical. It looks historical. You did a great job.
Thank you.
It tells you exactly what you do.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It fits the requirements. I would motion to approve.
I'd second.
Okay, motion by Lisa and second by Nathan. Jason Wells?
Yes.
Nathan Turner?
Yes.
Carol McPeak?
Yes.
Valerie Duncan?
Yes,
Darrell Covington?
Yes.
And Lisa Kennedy.
Yes.
6-0.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
item number 8, HPC application number 25-023. Discussion and potential action on a request for a certificate of appropriateness for new paint colors for a building located at 224 West Harrison Avenue. Staff report.
Thanks, Madam Chair. Originally, the applicant had brought this to the August 4th Historic Preservation Commission. The commission had concerns on kind of exactly what paint was going to go to what portions of the building. So the applicant was asked to do kind of a painting plan for the building, which he has done. And so that was provided in your packet that talked about all the paint colors and areas that he was looking to obviously repaint in that. So the applicant is here, and so if you have any questions of him, obviously you can have, but staff has no other comment.
Okay, Mr. Ladd, if you want to tell us a little bit about your new paint plan?
Yeah, we took your advice, and Michelle and I went and talked to the Historic Society, or the the museum, I'm trying to think, the
Territorial.
Museum, I'm sorry. And so that kind of helped us, and so then we walked around and with kind of those in the back of our mind and saw some logic. So we did change some from when we first talked and spoke, and I kind of reflect it in there as far as we had some things that we had slated to go on the outside, and she said no, darker colors should go to the inside and more follow shadows, and we noticed it really did work better. So that's where a lot of that came from, was those suggestions, along with there were some slight color changes, but most of them were in keeping. She liked most of them, but we did adjust some. She said Victorians like to show off, so we brought a couple lighter colors to it.
I think on the whole, the colors look really nice.
Oh, good.
I'm not exactly sure from, because I briefly looked at this before the meeting, but didn't have a chance to pore over it. I like going with the stained glass as your color palette. I think that's a great idea. I have a question where you mentioned using, it was a metallic paint, wasn't it, gold?
Yes.
What do you plan to use that on?
And we kind of debated it back and forth. Right over the front door, so a very moderate usage of it, okay, real sparingly. But over the front door, there's a C21, which is Rule 21, and C was for Cheadle, which was the company that sold the beer there. And I really liked it. I think I mentioned to the committee that I met the owners, some Heim descendants that were related to the owners, and they explained that was Rule 21 of business was if you treat people right, they'll come back. So I just really love that. And so we wanted to do that in the gold. Johnny, who's helped us with some of the renovations, he helped do the front door. He was one of the guys that helped us with that. He really liked the idea of all the scroll work going that way too, but I kind of liked it looking stone too. So I thought I'd rather do it in moderation and do just the C21. We could always come back if we felt like it would be wise to do more, but I kind of wanted to use it sparingly. The other place we thought we could do it, it's hard to tell now because we primered it, and even before the colors didn't show it off. But, and again, I kept going back to her words, they like to show off. There's little like teeth along some of the scroll work between the two windows on the main floor. So you have your large display windows and then smaller windows up above. And they kind of have this little tooth work that comes down, and you really don't see it much. And I kind of argued against it because there's a lot of hand painting, but my wife said she would help, and so did Johnny. So they all thought it was a great idea. We'll see once they get a bunch of those teeth painted. But we thought little tiny details like that would be, neat. They're about 1 inch by 1 inch would be, roughly the size of
But
them.
would you use metallic paint for that?
Yeah, it's it's the one that looks the most like the gold. We used
gold leaf?
gold. Yeah, we tried different paints on, like the Victor has some iron railings, and there's these balls every once in a while, and there's little flowers in it. And so for the longest time, about every 6 months, I would paint those balls and I'd paint the little flowers, and they look great. And in about 3 months, the paint looks more tan than gold. And the paint that we suggested there is actually an automotive paint that holds up really well. So it'll look kind of like gold leaf, but it's not at the cost of gold leafing. And hopefully it'll have that duration that we're looking for. It's still expensive, but it's...
Are any other questions or thoughts or?
Just a time frame.
Did you say time frame?
Yes, sir.
I would like that to be kind of our next focus, because we've got a lot going on, and I'd love to get it painted, so we've been kind of chomping on the bit. I misunderstood, so I got it in late. I would have liked to have painted this last month on it, so. I don't know how long it will take to paint, but I'd like to be super active on that. We don't have, like on some of the other buildings, a lot along the ridge line, so it's mainly the windows and the window trim. It's primarily a brick. And then we've got the metal work midway.
Well, of course, I'm certainly not going to tell you how do you want to time your projects, but you're already looking at, I think, at least 2 deadlines, if I'm not mistaken, that are swiftly coming up. Are you sure this is what you want to do next?
Well, when we originally talked and spoke, we really wanted to go after the Bluebell, but then we had pullbacks on it because we had to get the paint colors approved and stuff. It's just that we're selling a house. I just got a loan. We did the loan application today to get more money to do some of this stuff. But of the buildings I have, that's one of the buildings that I've been talking to somebody about buying or selling it to. And we really need to move something to get the funds to keep aggressively going forward. So that's part of why I'd like to get the Bluebell. Is it would be a good one it's an important one to get up and open. So
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
It's not really any of my business.
no, you're good.
I don't have any
We all want the
problems
same
with
thing.
the color.
They're on the approved color list, so I have no problem with the color.
I think it's cool that you're using the stained glasses, sure.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed how long that took, because we kind of looked at a bunch of different things, and then I walked inside the building, and I looked out through that glass, and I go, oh, that's the palettes. So, yeah.
Okay.
And true gold leaf is very classy.
Good, thanks. And like I said, we'll use it real sparingly, as also there was like a green and the brighter colors, the same thing. They're just done in very moderation.
I make a motion to approve.
Awesome.
I'll second.
Second by Lisa.
Well, thank you, you guys. Appreciate it.
Jason Wells,
Yes.
Nathan Turner,
Yes.
Carol McPeak,
Yes.
Valerie Duncan,
Yes.
Darrell Covington,
Yes.
and Lisa Kennedy.
Yes.
All right, 6-0.
And Mr. Lett, don't go anywhere. 'Cause
Oh, okay.
You're on here.
Sorry I thanked people before the vote held. That was not manipulative.
Okay. Item number 9, HPC application number 25-009. Discussion and potential action on an approved minimum
I know. I do it all the time.
maintenance plan for a building located at 111 South 2nd. That's the old fire station. Staff?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. As indicated, there was a minimum maintenance plan approved back in August. But the condition of the approval was that within 60 days, the applicant, well, it was approved for 6 months with an update in 60 days, and that the progress should prioritize the front of the building. So obviously, this is back because this is the window that that the applicant is to give an update on the progress of the building.
Yeah, so we were supposed to take care of there was windows that were in question in the front, and we actually had a window break. And so we replaced those 3 windows, and then on the back, there was one on the tower. And so we did those. And then we're wanting to, on this one, focus on painting that front and finishing up that tower. And so, I was told to do those things, and then I thought, we'd get the approval to move forward on that. And I think it might be in your paperwork, we didn't discuss it last time, but we did do kind of a sample of how the tower would work, and I thought it was coming out good, and we just need to know where, everything was appropriate and that we could carry it on. It was a lot of work. We did it board by board, but it was working.
So is the tower done?
No, I thought I was told to secure the glass, which we did in the front along here.
Yeah.
So we did that the first week, and then we shifted
Oh,
over
okay.
to the lens. Yeah. I thought we were still, and maybe I misunderstood the process, but I thought it had to be approved like with the,
No, yeah, he
The
is
bell.
correct. He was told to secure the
Yeah,
glass on the
yeah.
front of the
That-
building.
That's how I remember that as well.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
And
I
the
just,
tower was-
I thought I heard
I
something about
believe
the
he was
tower.
going to be securing the boards that were falling down on the tower, and that was
Oh, that's right, yes.
yeah.
what was to be done on the tower so far.
Yeah, so, and that's all we did was
Yeah.
secure those. But, yeah, I was hoping we'd be good to continue on the tower and then do the front windows. What I'd like to do is repaint them, but not change the paint colors, just because I don't want to go through delays on it, so.
So what percentage of the work that that your plan specified that needed to be done has been completed on the old firehouse, that building and the tower?
Well, I thought I was getting everything done that I was supposed to. We were on hold for a long time because we had to get the approval of the structural engineer, which I got, and it was approved. And then I was asked to do these, and I didn't think I'd been released to do it. So, I've only done what I've been told I could do so far.
So did you get that approval to be able to, through the structural engineer?
Yeah, we have that report.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the
It's
minimum
structurally
maintenance
sound.
plan was approved for the entire building to be done within 6 months. The 60-day window was to come back with a report, but the work was to prioritize the front since it was the most visible. But the plan has been approved for the entire building.
Oh, okay.
So there's nothing to vote on on this one.
So, I mean, he's met the minimum maintenance.
Yeah, that's what I
He's
said.
met-
He's
he's done what we
continuing
got.
Okay,
on his
I misunderstood. I
maintenance
apologize.
requirements.
Yeah,
He's meeting them.
yeah, because again, the main reason it's back tonight is to give an update.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he has a total of 6 months.
Okay.
So we're happy. All right, cool.
Yeah, and there's no action needed if the commission sees no need for it.
No, he'll just continue with this minimum maintenance plan that you initially brought forward. We had just asked that you secure the safety issues first, and you've done that so far.
Yes.
Okay,
So
thank you.
you got your marching orders.
Thank you. We're trying.
Item number 10, HPC application number 25-010. Discussion and potential action on an approved minimum maintenance plan for a building located at 119 West Oklahoma Avenue, the Lens Department Store. Staff?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. This originally had come back in April, actually, but at the May 7th May 5th meeting, the planning, geez, one of those weeks already, it's only Monday. Historic Preservation Commission had voted to have a 60-day window or time frame to repair all the windows on the rear because there was broken windows and to get that taken care of. At the August meeting, the applicant came back, did not have it finished, but the commission granted a 60-day extension of that plan, and so obviously we are here today based on that extension.
Mr. Ladd? Has all the work been done?
More work has been done, but it's not all done. We went in and tried to save the original woodwork. And I'm assuming it's original, I don't know, but it appeared to be. And so we really fought it. And so, like I think you guys have pictures of the back. They're double windows that are double hung, so a total of 4 lights per section. And there's 3, for example, along the way, and they're all done in safety glass, and so we actually took the time and found replacements for some of the pieces of safety glass. And then we tried to make the woodwork work, and it just wasn't. We were able to get, like, the center section we did out of the original glass and wood, and I feel like it was strong, but some of them, we just finally went, it's not working. So we spent a lot of time going down that path because we liked what we did with the doors, and we want to kind of have that same type of effect. I think it could be really beautiful if it would have worked. It didn't. And so then we changed tactics, and we started rebuilding instead from fresh. And so we've got all the windows rebuilt, and we've hung 8 of them, but we haven't gotten all of them up. So we've got all the windows done, but we haven't hung them all. And
So how
they're,
much of the work-
but they're brand new.
Give
so
me a
they're-
percentage of how much work remains to be done before the maintenance plan is met.
So there's 3 of those double windows next.
Well,
I'm sorry,
I don't
I
want that
misheard
kind
what
of-
you said, I'm sorry.
I don't want that kind of detail. I'm just asking for a percentage of the work that has been done that is part of the maintenance plan. Don't give me details.
We're about 50% of the way done. But it's moving fast now because we're rebuilding the windows instead of restoring them.
Well, my concern is, at this particular moment, is I certainly agree with granting extensions, but after the first 1 or 2, then I don't see the point in that anymore. We've given you time that you said you could finish it in, and we still have about half the job not finished at this point. So I personally would not vote yes to give you another extension.
Okay. For clarity, though, I didn't understand, when we first were called in, I came to a meeting with a plan because I was told to. And then the second meeting, I showed up because I got a letter saying I had to go to the meeting. The third meeting I missed because I didn't get a letter. I didn't know I was supposed to be here, and I apologize. At that meeting, they said, well, it wasn't what I said I could get done. I was given that to get done, and
Yes,
so
that was
I
in-
tried.
That
Yeah,
was in
it's a big job.
August. I remember that meeting. I was present here. And that was a number that the commission felt that was reasonable, and you agreed with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes, you were aware, and you agreed to that.
So, question, you said that
Mm-hmm.
you had rebuilt 8 of the windows? Mm-hmm. Okay, are those because when I'm looking at this at the back, I've got 8, 4 at the 3rd floor, 4 at the 2nd floor, and then the bank down here. Is that, have the top 2 floors been rebuilt?
No, okay, and this is, there's actually, this is one section of, there's 3
Okay,
sections.
I got you.
So over here is where we did it. So like if this was it, that whole first section is almost done. We've got 2 double windows to replace. On this one, it looks pretty bad, but there's 3 that have to be replaced. But they were wood, so there wasn't life safety issues. The other one had broken glass, and so we worked on it
Okay,
first.
gotcha, thank you.
We kind of worked on the worst ones first.
I just think it would be helpful if we had some updated photographs. These are the same photographs we worked from prior to any work being done, except keeping things falling off the building.
Okay, all right.
So I think some more up-to-date photographs, and I know that projects don't go like planned all the time, so, and I know we've had extensions, but I think as long as you're working, the only way we'll know that you're making progress if we go look at it or see some photographs.
And Yeah, I definitely will bring in photos every month if that's the best way to do it, because I'm fine with that. We're out there every day. People see us walking back and forth, and we're working on it, but it's this one definitely was tough, but we're making progress. And we did get, there's not a single piece of, dangerous glass hanging. We replaced that, we did right away. So it was secured and safe. Now it's just replacing it.
Dan, have you been by to see that those unsecured pieces of glass had been secured since these pictures?
Yeah, honestly, it was hard to tell. In that I drove by there, I could tell it wasn't complete, but it didn't look like the windows that had issues still had been fixed. So I'm honestly not sure what was done. That's why I was hoping the applicant could be more specific when he came to the meeting to let everybody know.
It was basically the western upper 3 floors, and I'm sorry, I would have brought photos. I thought I was told I didn't have to, so. But yeah, and I can bring them in,
I think it'd be appropriate to table this item until the next meeting and see if he can bring us some progress, and then we can see where we go from there. That makes sense. I know we've had extensions, but I also know how hard projects are to complete.
Are you making that motion then?
I'm making a motion that it be tabled.
Well, his extension has expired at this point.
Okay,
His
I don't know.
60-day extension.
I don't know the ramifications of that.
We would have to, correct me if I'm mistaken, but I would think we would have to either vote to extend his,
Yeah,
or then we turn it over to the city for whatever the city's going to do for not meeting.
right, like you said, I mean, the way I look at it, if you're going to table it, you've somewhat automatically gave him a 30-day extension in that, because but you're correct. If there isn't some action like that, he would be in violation of his minimum maintenance plan as previously approved or agreed upon. And so then we could go through our code enforcement processes, basically the next step, when there is a violation in that. But if you table it, to me, that's a 30-day extension.
That sure muddies the waters, though. I mean, if we're going to give him an extension, then why table it rather than give him an extension?
No, that's what I was saying. It'd probably be better just to give him an extension at 30 days in that, because tabling it, yeah, probably isn't going to do any different than an extension, and then it's a lot easier, just understood.
I would also just like to make the recommendation, I mean, while he has stated he's made these efforts, our planning director has gone by and has not physically seen the efforts and has not brought forward any evidence of the efforts that have been requested. So whatever recommendations you all make as a commission, evidentiary support would need to be substantiated at the next meeting by the applicant.
No, yeah, totally agreed.
Yeah, I'll make that motion to table and the 30-day extension.
Okay.
I'll second.
30-day. I'm sorry, who was the second? Oh, Jason, okay, thanks. Jason Wells,
Yes.
Nathan Turner,
Yes.
Valerie Duncan,
No.
oops, no, Darrell Covington,
Yes.
Lisa Kennedy,
Yes.
and Carol McPeak.
Yes.
Okay, so it passes 5-1 for the table 30-day extension.
Thank you, Mr. Ladd.
Thank you.
Are there any staff comments?
No, I have none. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Commissioner comments? Well, then this